Okay, so to get, which is that switch there, it says pump. Okay, so what we're doing, if you've drained it all, completely drained it down before, obviously the system's just going to be full of air, and that tank is going to be full of air. So what you do is open the tap, make sure you've got water coming through. Obviously I've primed this already, so obviously that's what you'll see is obviously if there's air in there, it'll just be pop, 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 sputtering away, a bit like that. Okay, to get the hot water tank filled with water, turn it to the hot side of your tap, open it up, and again you'll have loads of air spluttering out. There's still a bit of air in the system. Once you get a solid stream, then you know that the hot tank's full. Well, it'll be the cold obviously at that point. Okay? You see obviously you've got a bit of, I don't know if you want to stick your finger under that, but it's quite hot. Oh, it's quite hot, as I've obviously had it everything up and running. Yeah. Okay, so once you've got the water in your tank, then you can heat it. Do not heat the water tank before you get water in it, especially on electric, because electric it's like boiling the kettle with no water in it. It can damage the element. Okay, so to to warm your water up or heat your water up, you got two options: electric, which is that one there, so that's electric water heating on, or gas, which is that one there. Okay, very important, as I said, that is switched off when you leave site. Okay, make sure you switch that off. Okay, if you drain the water, obviously as soon as you leave site, you've obviously unplugged the 240. That element is off, even if the switch is still on. But you get to your next place and you plug electric in and that's been left on, it's automatically just going to start warming up the element. And if there's no water in there, you're in trouble.
What's the preferable way to warm it? Electric or gas? Electric.
Yeah, electric. You can run it on both if you wanted to. If you're really desperate for some hot water, you can do that. Or if you're going to use a shower on board, you can boost it by using both if you really wanted to. But normally, electric is sufficient.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, difference between electric and gas. Electric is thermostatically controlled to 70. Gas, you can change it. There is a little thermostat in the centre. Look, you can change it to whatever temperature you want it. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you've got kids, it may be, but you just got to be careful with, obviously, depending on how old they are. To switch the gas side of it on is the grey ring there. Okay. I don't know if you can see there's like a little circle bit there which is off, and there's a little gas flame icon there as well.
Yeah.
Turn the outer ring to that. You see a green light operates. What it's now doing is trying to light the boiler on gas. Okay, if it fails, that light will turn red.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously red warning.
Yeah.
There are reasons obviously for that. 1, you haven't turned your gas on.
Yeah.
2, you haven't got any gas. 3, you've left the cover on. Or 4, maybe air in the system. If you tend to run it on electric all the time, over a period of time you'll get air in the gas system.
So use gas every now and then.
Just fire it up every now and again. Just to make sure it's running for say half an hour.
Yeah.
We'll keep it okay. So obviously it hasn't failed because obviously it's staying on green. If it does fail, turn the outer ring off. So turn the gas off. Check all them things.
Yeah.
Fire up your cooker. If your cooker's burning, obviously you've got gas.
Yeah.
Then turn it on again. What you're doing is purging the air out of the system.
Yeah.
So turn it on. If it goes to fail again, turn it off. Give it a few seconds, then turn it on. It should come off about
similar to like the gas fire.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times it should fire up. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy with that? Good. Next, obviously, is your room heater, as we were just talking about. So we've got an isolating switch there, which is similar to your water heater. Okay, so isolating switch there, that needs to be switched on, obviously. And you've got a control there for the different wattage for your heater. Okay, so you just turn that. You see a little green light inside. It's not gas. It looks very similar to the gas on the water heater. It says 230 volts there. So green light on. Obviously it's on. It's working. If I just switch the isolator switch off, you can see there's no green light. So if there's no green light, you haven't switched that on. Okay. You've got the options of 500, 1,000, or 2,000 watts. Okay. Then you have got a thermostat in the centre as well.
Okay.
So if you can hear it clicking. No, probably not. Oh yeah, just about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what that is doing is heating an element up inside your fire.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just switch that one off. You can also run it on gas. So obviously not at the same time, but you can run it on gas. This is the gas side of it. So all you do, the other way. Did I have gas on at the same time? That's what I saw. Right. So that's off. So that's a 0 is off. Turn it, press it holding down, and just press the button, ignite it, and you should be able to see gas flame in that window there, if you can see that. It's about that kind of angle. I'll be able to see it. Yeah. Yeah, you can feel plenty of it. I think that's why it was so warm. Okay, so obviously to switch it off, bring it back to 0. This side of it is your fan. Okay, that runs off 12 volts. You can see you should have a couple of vents down there. It should be blowing nice and warm out of it. Obviously there's a little flap there to slow it down. I don't know if you can feel that. There's a fair bit of warmth coming out of that at the moment.
Oh, there is,
yeah. Nice. So obviously make sure you have when you've got the heating going, make sure you have the fan running, because then that will circulate heat. Obviously the bathroom, when we open that door, that's going to be quite warm in there as well. Okay, so this here is your fan. Okay, that's off. To right, that's automatic, so that's thermostatically controlled.
Okay.
So that'll go up, the fan will go up and down with the heat, or when it needs to. That side is your manual fan, so this control here controls your speed. Okay, so always have some kind of fan running. You can also use the fan on its own without any heat. So in the summer, if you just want air to circulate, obviously it doesn't cool the air down. No. It'll just circulate the air around. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. End up with someone locked it. End up with burnt hairs on your arm. That one. Obviously it's quite hot as well. Obviously with kids you've got to be careful again. Okay. Always make sure it's cool before you put that lid down, because as it says on there, we've had one where it was hot and someone put it down, it just shatters. Okay, it just shatters into tiny little bits. So make sure it is cool before you put that lid down.
Okay. Okay,
grill. So you got exactly the same. Okay. Yeah, that's that lid. Got your grill pan. The handle's just inside there, if you can see that. You got your oven. Okay.
Okay.
That is what's called a drop vent. So do not block that. There'll be other drop vents around your van. What that's there for is if there's any gas leakage, well, it shouldn't be, but if there is, it will always go to the lowest point. So if you blocked one of them, it's going to hold gas inside your van. Yeah. So if that is free, it'll just drop out and disperse under your van safely. Okay, as you just say on there. Okay, next thing, obviously your fridge. This runs on electric, gas, but can run off the 12 volt off your car as well. As I said, outside, which is your grey connection. That's off. Next one is gas. So if you want to light the gas, that's the igniter there. You've got a little indicator there to say when it's lit. So all you do, that's your thermostat there. Turn it all the way up, press and hold it and fire it with a button until you see that little red needle go up into the green. That says it's lit. Okay, if I take my finger off and that needle comes back down into the white, obviously it's failed to light, so you need to press and hold it and fire it up a bit and hold that a bit longer.
Check your gas.
And check your gas. Switch it on to electric. You should see the needle come back down into the white, so it automatically switches the gas off. This obviously is electric. That is your 12 volt system. That runs off your car. It doesn't run off the leisure battery on board.
Okay.
It runs off the car. So before you leave in home or site, put it to there, and that will maintain the temperature in your fridge. It won't cool it down. Travelling. Yeah, it will not cool it down. It'll just maintain the temperature. So if you want to travel with the fridge cold, you need to either run it on electric, say overnight before you go. Yeah. So if you've got it at home, then you can plug it into 240, or not sure if you're storing it at home or if you're storing it in storage. Obviously in storage it'll be a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, but what you can do, my wife tends to have she makes loads of chili or whatever and freezes it. So if you can't cool it down before you travel, get something frozen or whatever in there and it defrosts as you're going along.
Yes.
And it's obviously keeping it reasonably cool. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy with that bit?
So when you get to site, that's when you do that.
Yeah. So all you do, you light the lid. Put it on electric. Run on electric. Okay. Again, same as that. Same as that. Just fire it up on gas every now and again. Yeah. Just for half an hour or so. You don't have to do it every time you go out, but two or three times a year. Obviously, makes it easier to light as well. It doesn't like being not lit for a long time. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously to open the fridge, is that pull back on that lever there. And what you've also got underneath the handle, this little tab here, and that allows the fridge to breathe when you're not using it in storage. Yeah. That allows the fridge to breathe. Obviously, it doesn't get mouldy, whatever. Okay. Obviously, as long as it's clean. Okay. Bathroom. So you got to flush your toilet. All it is a pumping mechanism. You just push that down. Obviously it's empty at the moment, so you know it's empty. That is the indicator light to say your waste tank is full. Okay. Normally you can tell by just opening the gate when you're going to use it, how full it is. Okay. So what you got there? That's your wastegate lever there. So that's your wastegate there. So if it's in the open position, you're not going to be able to pull the waste cassette out. So make sure that so that is shut. That should allow it to come out easy then. Okay. Obviously to use it, you open the wastegate, use it, obviously flush it, and then shut the wastegate afterwards. Okay. It does swivel. Okay, so don't think it's falling off when you're sitting on it. It does. It's obviously meant to do that. Okay. You also got your vent there, obviously, so it keeps you nice and warm in the bathroom as well. So that's a good reason. What you've also got, if you can see this here, there's a lever. That's the point. Now, get down there without getting wet. Right, I've just opened the tap. There's no water coming through. So all you do is operate. Obviously not that noise. That's the compressor decided to go again. Okay, so when you're on site, Aquaroll 40 litres of water does not last long if you're starting to shower all the kids and everybody else. Okay, so that is there to save water. So you only needing this certain amount of water at the time. Part of it. So all you do is lift that up. That unlocks it. So it hooks into that. Obviously, make sure you take the leg off. You put that just on the floor there, but don't put the table in straight away because it can make a difference to how well your back is by the end of the week. So just put the cushions out of the way. You end up with the. Okay, so this is your top bunk. The reason why I said don't put that there, because that's going to sit there, is you can get your foot into that position. Otherwise, you're bending over from that angle.
Yeah, got you.
You're going to be wishing you hadn't had a bunk. Right. So that just folds out. And drops over. What it should have underneath here, two little press studs that's holding that shut. And that just folds over. So you've got press studs against the wall. One there, one there. That's to stop the little ones diving out the window at night.
Okay.
Then your table sits on there. What you've also, doesn't matter that one. These are obviously all fold out, which is really good because you haven't got extra cushions to find a home for.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about this particular design. So that's your mattress. Exactly the same for the bottom one. Then you've got the side guards, obviously the end one. That's going to go over the top of that. Sit in there. Little metal brackets there that just slot into each other. You usually put them in first. Just slot in there, so it doesn't. There's no chance of them rolling out. Same with this side.
She'll be so excited, won't she?
Oh, kids love these. Okay, so individual appliance gas taps are sitting under that seat. Obviously, again, you've got another drop vent there. There are little indicating pictures on them to say what they're connected to. You don't need to turn them on or off. Obviously, the main one is your gas cylinder itself. So always when you're travelling, make sure you switch it off on the gas cylinder. You can isolate individual appliances if you need to, but you shouldn't need to.